Leo and the Brave Friends. There was a boy named Leo who loved to draw. Every day at school, he sketched little pictures of rockets and rainbows in the corners of his notebook. He smiled when he drew, because drawing made him feel brave and bright inside. But there was also a boy named Marcus. Marcus was big and loud, and he had a habit of saying unkind things. Whenever Leo walked into the classroom, Marcus would point and say, "Here comes the quiet little mouse." Leo's cheeks would turn red. He would pull his notebook close to his chest and find his seat without saying a word. At lunchtime, Marcus would sit down too close and nudge Leo's tray. "What did you draw today, little mouse?" Marcus would say with a smirk. Leo would stare at his sandwich and wish he could disappear. Leo's friend Priya noticed. She sat across the table and saw how Leo's smile disappeared whenever Marcus was near. Priya had a kind heart and sharp eyes, and she did not like what she saw one bit. She talked to her friends at recess. There was Tomas, who was good at thinking of plans, and Zoe, who was the loudest singer in the whole school choir. "We have to help Leo," Priya said, and her friends nodded. The next day at lunch, Priya sat right beside Leo. Tomas sat on his other side. Zoe sat directly across and smiled a big smile. When Marcus came over, he saw a whole table of friends looking back at him. Marcus opened his mouth. Well, if it isn't the little..." "We think Leo's drawings are amazing," Priya said calmly but clearly. Her voice did not wobble even a little. Tomas pointed to Leo's notebook. "He drew a rocket ship this morning. It's really cool. Do you want to see?" Tomas asked Leo gently. Leo looked at his friends. He felt something warm spreading in his chest, like sunlight coming through a window. Slowly, he opened his notebook. The whole table leaned in. Even a few other classmates walked over to look. "Wow," someone whispered. "That is actually amazing." Marcus stood there, not sure what to say. Being unkind suddenly felt very small and very silly. Leo took a quiet breath. He looked up at Marcus and said, in a voice that was soft but steady, "You can look too, if you want. But please stop calling me Mouse. My name is Leo." The lunchroom felt very still for a moment. Then Zoe started to clap, just gently, and others joined in. Marcus's face turned pink. He mumbled something and walked away. After school, Leo's teacher, Miss Park, spoke with Marcus privately. She listened, and she talked, and she helped Marcus understand how his words had made Leo feel. Marcus stared at the floor. He had not thought about that before. The next morning, Marcus came to Leo's desk. He did not smirk. He did not use mean names. He just said, "I'm sorry, Leo. That was not cool of me." Leo looked up. He thought for a moment, then he nodded. "Thank you," he said quietly. It was not easy to forgive, but it felt like the right start. From that day on, Leo drew with his notebook open on the desk instead of held tight to his chest. His friends sat with him, and sometimes new friends joined too. And Leo learned something important. A kind word, a steady voice, and one good friend can make the whole world feel a little less scary. Thanks for listening. Subscribe for more stories.